So the answer to the question, how many stacks of bone meal would these 4 moss farms produce while feeding back upon themselves? It's 27. 27 in 2 hours. Now, that's a double, not a double chest, a single chest worth, a single barrel, a single shulker box, which, to be fair, is okay. To be fair, it's okay. Some of you all had some insane guesses of up to like 300-400 stacks. Yeah, it's just not going to work like that because these self-feed back into themselves to be self-sustaining. And even though it works, it doesn't work quite good enough because we don't need bone meal just for this farm. We also need bone meal for our 2 ghasts over here, which are going to go into modified tree farms as well, but they're going to be nether-based tree farms. So that right there doesn't really provide us in its current state with enough bone meal to warrant the change, or rather change to warrant what we're getting out of it. Now we could potentially build more. It is an option. We could build, I don't know, 4 more of these, maybe 8 more of these, and we may do that in time to power this farm, but that's not what we're going to be getting into today. We're going to actually go and make ourselves a bone farm. Now, on Slackville here recently, we made an insane bone farm in the nether in the Soul Sand Valley, just harvesting up skeletons. And it's absolutely amazing, insane, and crazy, and still not even completed over there. It is I would pretty much put that on the scale of a mega build. Now, we do have our general mob farm over here, and it does produce us bones as well, but just nowhere near what we need. So I'm thinking today we're going to build a fish farm. I think we're going to build a fish farm for the purposes of doing nothing but gathering up bones. Now, I was doing a little bit of testing in a creative world, trying to remember some basics and everything, and I think right here is the location where we're going to build this. So we need to gather up some material. We're going to need some magma. We're going to need a metric ton of hoppers. And we're going to need some rails and even some powered rails because I'm going to go for a bit of a lazy collection system on this. Oh, and I guess I should say hello anyone, everyone, and no one. My name is SlackLizard and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock. So to get things started, in order to build this thing, we're going to need a bit of magma, which I'm pretty sure we've got, and we're going to need a lot of chests. Not only are we going to need a lot of chests, we're going to need a lot of iron to make a lot of hoppers. Now I'm just taking a look over here, seeing if I have any materials left over from any previous builds that could help us. And there is a stack of rails there and almost a full stack there. That is not going to be anywhere near enough. We're going to need a lot of rails. A lot of rails, a lot of magma, and a lot of iron. Let's head down here and see if we've got anything down here. Now, if you're curious, the reason I'm crafting so many chests is because I need a metric ton of hoppers, because I'm going to brute force the collection system on this farm. I don't want to be dealing with minecart unloaders or anything like that, so we're just going to use stacks upon stacks upon stacks of hoppers. That's also why we're building this farm separate from all of our others, because, well, just tons upon tons of hoppers could potentially generate some lag, and I don't want to lag any other people other than myself when I'm doing this. So let's see, we got 9, 10, 11. No, not enough. We're going to need a lot more of these. Oh, that felt really good. Yep, I loved crafting a bunch of bows there. That was an expert moment there. That one hurt. Okay, that is that. Now, let's come over here and see what we've got iron-wise in reserve. Should be more than enough. We're going to need, it's a 20 by 20 area of how big we're going to be building. So we're going to need roughly 6 stacks per layer. But of course, I'm going to run this multi-layered. So probably about 12 stacks of hoppers at least. Wow, that is eating through our iron reserves quick, fast, and in a hurry. And we haven't even gotten to the rails yet. Eek! Okay, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll go ahead and make one additional stack of those because I think my math could be just a little bit off there. Good, that will give us 13 stacks of that. Now we're going to need at least 6 stacks of rails. There's 1, 2, and a bit there. To make rails, I think all we need is sticks. Jeez, I didn't bring enough wood, did I? That's fine. We got more down here, but we're going to eat through this as well. Okay, that was... Oops. Oops. I think we got the rails. I think we got the rails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and go 8 stacks there. Let's throw the rest of this back here. Now we're going to need a bit of gold because we're going to need some powered rails as well. We'll just throw the rest of these in there. Get that out of our inventory. I said powered rails. What do we need for powered rails? We need redstone and gold. The problem with the gold is I don't think we have any at this moment in time. Do we have anything here? Not much, but then again, a little is going to go a long ways with this. Do we have any redstone down here? 57. 57. Maybe. Just maybe. Let's see what we get out of this. We're not going to need 6 stacks of powered rails. There's 54. I don't feel like that is going to be enough, so let's craft up the rest of these nuggets. Can I do that, and then to that, and then we'll do that, and then to that. Good. That might be enough. I don't feel like it will be. Let's just check. Nope, I do not have... I've lost a box. I've lost my box of precious items. There's a box sitting around here somewhere with my elytras, with my diamonds, and everything else. Did I, for some reason, leave it up here? No. No, this is a minor problem this morning. Or I can be completely blind. I can be completely blind, yet that does us no good because we still do not have any gold. Let's run over to shopping and see if anybody is selling any gold. I would like a little bit more there. Additionally, we've got the magma. I don't think there's anything else we need. So let's run over there and see if anybody has any gold for sale. Now, I haven't been over here to shopping in quite a bit. So I'm gonna just kind of let everything load. And okay, shulker tree. Okay, the skeleton horse. Now, I'm just curious, not that I'm probably going to buy it. I'm just curious how much Tiz is selling stuff for. 1 diamond a stack. Yeah, I can't afford to do that. Can't afford to do that. Okay, so we got the bookshop here. We got this Loy's concrete shop here. We have buy our books, mending for 2 diamonds, unbreaking for 2 diamonds, and efficiency for 2 diamonds. A nice little shop there. I didn't see that one before. We've got all the shops that Jen has been running over here. Now, I think this was supposed to be a Zap and Tiz shop. I'm not seeing nothing going on in here yet, so that's not looking very promising. Nothing over here that indicates gold or anywhere else. That's hurting my soul just a little bit. I do want to take a look here and see if there's any more diamonds from profit. Not that it does me any good at this moment in time without anywhere to really spend it on. There's a stack of diamonds in there, but just nothing we need. Nothing we need. Right, let's head back over to base and see if we can find some gold over there then. You know, we should have just looked here to begin with. We do have some gold there. We can smelt that down. We do have a little bit of gold ore there. We need to find a fortune pick and get that mined down. But in order to do this, let's get some cobble. Let's make a blast furnace, get that smelted down, get our powered rails, and then I think we're just about good to go. Yep, that is a good use for those accidental bows. Yep, they can at least make us the stone in order to get us the blast furnace. I mean, waste not, want not, right? If I'm going to end up making this, I might as well keep the tradition going of doing it in concrete, so I might as well just sit here for a few minutes this morning. Here's our concrete farm. Because we've made it, we might as well use it, and then we can build it out of at least something that's not cobblestone. You, good sir, look like you are no longer in your proper appropriated slot, and that concerns me a little bit. So we're going to go around and fly this way. We've now acquired up all things that are going to be needed today to do a said project, with the exception of our bed. Now that we've grabbed our bed, let's head over here and let's start planning out what we are going to be doing, because we need this farm up and operational quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. So let's land it right here. Let's drop that down. Now that is the box that I need. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some concrete out of here. We're going to go ahead and map out. I know I originally said 20 by 20, but I think I might modify it a little bit to have the centralized AFK spot be in the middle of the bed. So we're going to go out 10 blocks that way, that way, that way, that way. Build ourselves a cube that's going to go down, let's see. Yeah, that'll be surface of the water. That'll be next layer. That'll be magma. And then I want to go ahead and put a couple layers underneath of that. So we'll go down 5, 6 layers and get that situated out. And then we will continue on with the building of this amazing, spectacular farm. I do hope it's going to be amazing and spectacular, because we need bones. I'm just putting it out there. We need them quick, fast, in a hurry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, that'll work. Good. That will be that part done. Now let's temp math this one more time to 3. That's going to be our magma layer, and then 1, 2, and to there. That's going to be our working layer from the underneath. Now let's box all this in. No, bad. Ow! Excuse me. I don't even know where you're at. Don't hit me with that. Do you have a trident? Because that really hurt. I feel like you have a trident friend around here somewhere. You, go away. Let's fly away. Let's despawn everything. Let's not get our face nuked while building this. That would be great, you know? Don't particularly want to die. Just putting that out there. Call me greedy. Call me selfish. I don't want to die. In all my testing, that was not part of the plan. I never seen a drown spawn there. Now maybe, just maybe, they won't spawn once we get the magma in place. That should technically be an unspawnable block, but then again, it should technically be an unspawnable block for all mobs, but fish can spawn on it. So yeah, that one hadn't really occurred to me too much. Good talk there. Either which way, it's just, it doesn't matter. It's all going to end up in the garbage disposal anyway, because the only thing we want out of this farm is bones. Bones. There's that Kentucky accent again. Right, so let's get the rest of that in, and I think also we want to... Oh man, I don't want to put the magma in yet, because as soon as I start putting the magma in, the farm's going to technically start working. But I think we're going to have to. Let's get this in, and we need to put a air room over to the side where we can pump all the drops out of this farm so that we can at least sort them out, or rather get the bones out of it and let everything else burnificate. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Now our hopper line should come across on this line here, which means it's going to break into that room. So from here, we want to pump all of our drops upward so that we can sort them out up here, which means this little room here needs to be drained, which quick, fast, in a hurry. That is now situated out and done. And then we're going to need an auto dropper going up. So if we just grab these few components here, boom. That doesn't quite fit. It's fine. We can make it fit. We can make this fit by just doing that. Let's go ahead and grab another repeater and put that there. Problem is, now everything is going to try to wash out of this room. That's a good talk moment there. So we'll take this out. What, 2 more blocks? I think that was situated, but you know what? Just to be on the safe side, we'll go ahead and take all this out here too. And then when we come down here, we should be able to punch all that out. Good. And then we put that there. We'll go ahead and put a light source here so nothing spawns in here. And then we'll walk that into reverse. That way when anything hits this, it's going to auto pop out of there. Good. We'll bubble column that up. We'll run that into a sorter just to sort out the bones. And the rest of the stuff can just go into lava for as far as I'm concerned. Now we need to do that on the other side, and let's go ahead and not sleep the night away because Beardstone already did that for us. I think we're pretty close, to be fair. We got to bubble column this up and pull this over. I'm thinking we'll put a shulker loader right here and over there. We're going to split this into two sides. I think it could potentially work. I think I'm going to go ahead and be a little bit risky and do something I was leery of doing. I think we're going to go ahead and get the magma in. It could be dangerous. Hopefully it doesn't generate too much lag because we're in the area. If it does, it's going to become a problem quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yep, let's do it. Now, this is the point where we need to start getting things done quick, fast, and in a hurry. As you can see, things are already spawning and dying here. So we need to get a rudimentary collection system in quick, fast, and in a hurry. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and grab these sponges here. And we're going to start draining this area out underneath of here. And hopefully it's not a pure nightmare. That's going to be a pure nightmare. Yep, that's about what I expected here. Yep, all right, let's start here. Can we cheat it this way? If we can get one side of all this down, then it'll be a lot easier to get all this underneath done. Because then we can start working it from somewhere. Good. Level and... Come on, don't be difficult. Okay, it'd be minorly difficult, but not insanely difficult, okay? Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just, it's gonna be sponge spamming. Yep, I feel it coming. Yep. Good job. Yep. Stop it. And of course, we've used up all of our sponges. Let's gather these up, dry these out, so that we can at least get this done. Look, I don't need you all dying yet. It's too soon for y'all to be spawning and dying. Just go away. This is all clear. Now for the part of absolutely no planning and or preparation for this, we need to get a collection system in. Now I'm torn on one of two ways to do this. One would be, well, each of them's all going to be brute force, but I don't want our minecarts getting stuck in the turns at the end here. So our options include potentially doing something like this here, all the way around at the end, which just kills all the lights that we just put down, which is absolutely great. So let's take that back another block there. Let's take this one back to here, and then that one to there. Now, what I'm thinking is that we could put redstone blocks all through here. I just seen that created a problem over there that we're going to have to deal with. But we get our powered rails situated out on that. So I don't need this one at this end. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so we'll put that there and that there. And then we put solid blocks all the way along. So, and the train of thought is anyways, that we... loop all of this going back and forth over hoppers. Now, where I'm struggling with my decision here is do I want to have more than one hopper minecart into the system? Because I was thinking about doing this in two systems, but by doing it as two, it's going to potentially create problems over there. Most of our hoppers are all going to feed back into this, and our minecarts are going to run over this. This is going to make for an interesting situation that I don't know how I want to address yet. Let me do a little bit of planning here. Alright, so I think I figured out how we're going to roll all of this through here. Now, starting at that back wall back there, we got powered rail going into the wall, so our hopper minecart will bounce off of that, feed over all these hoppers here, which are going to drain into a central line in the middle here. We're still going to be using the same amount of hoppers, but we're changing up how the collection system goes. And it's honestly just going to make things easier as I'm trying to navigate my way through this while building this. But at the end of the day, everything should feed into all these hoppers, which will directly feed into 2 lines going out here, which I could move them independently, but I think I'm going to take them all to one side. I think it'll be fine because we're not going to be running multiple collections at once. The hopper minecarts shouldn't, I would say that sparingly, back up, and we should be fine. If not, then that'll just have to be a problem that we address at a later date. But for now, this is how we're going to do this. So let's get all of this in, because I can constantly hear things up there dying, and I want to get, you know, this system up and operational. I just hope that, you know, I have the frames to do it when I need to do it here in a few. After thinking about it, I'm going to modify this just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and put 2 separate hopper minecarts in. We got one that's going to be running that side, and then we're going to have one that's going to be running this side, because this farm is going to have a lot of spawns happening really quickly, and we don't need things getting backed up. Now, we don't have nothing in here yet, but I do want to just kind of come up here for just a second. Let's land up here. Boop. And take a look and see if we get anything. That's honestly not promising right out the gate. Hello, bad guys. I can see drops down there, but I don't see new spawns. There we go. There's a new spawn over there. Good. Now there's some over there, instantly dead. There's some there, instantly dead. Oh yeah, yeah, I think that might be a good call with setting up a couple of separate minecart hoppers. We could potentially come into issues if they stop later on. But yeah, definitely more than one. Definitely more than one. Right, let's go down here and get the rest of this in now. Okay, all of our rails are now in place. So now we need to make ourselves one of these shulker loaders down there that is going to collect up all of our bones. So let's grab a few of these, and we're additionally going to need to run back and get some glass. Let's run over here and get some of that, and then let's see about getting actual storage set up. Jeez, I thought that was the other one shooting at me for a minute. That would have been bad. All right, so we haven't got this completely hooked up yet, but we're getting there. We got a rudimentary shulker loader here, which we need to load up with shulkers in the back here, and we still need to connect up our hopper lines there and there and there so that we can feed our drops into the drop evader, which we need glass so that we can build the bubble column up. But before we can get to that, let's go ahead and make a bunch of shulker boxes here. And we will get this system primed up and ready to go. Did I just throw shells in there? I really hope that I didn't. Excuse me. Give me those chests back. That's going to do no good in there. That's going to do no good. Right. We'll get this filled up. And then we'll get this up and routed. And then we'll actually get it all connected and see how this thing actually does. And I think we're at the point. We have our item sorters in, we have our item elevator in, we have our shulker loader in. Everything should be good to go. We connect that up. Hopefully. Come on. I need to see you all going up. It's going to be backlogged at the moment, but we have 3 bone filters in place, which should all lead to the shulker loader, and anything else should end up in that overflow chest. The reason I haven't put a bonificator on there yet is I want to verify that everything is working as intended. So we're still pushing all the cod through there. We're going to let that do its thing. As you can see, we're starting to already backlog over here with that. If we come down here... Still backlogged. Okay, not as backlogged. I can't see inside of those. This should clear itself out in time. This should clear itself out in time. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this a few minutes to run its course and get cleared. And as a matter of fact, we're just going to kind of come up here. And we're going to land right here. We're going to box ourselves in here and just give us, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes just to see what we get out of this thing. I'm just curious if we get anything worthwhile or if this has been a complete waste of our time. I don't know. I'm curious. All right. That was a little bit longer than a 5-minute test there. More like a 30-minute test. Good to see that we still got drops out there. A lot of fish over there. Where is that minecart hopper at this moment in time? It is on its way over that way. Good. Let's take a look here and see what we got out of that. And we'll round that up to 5 stacks. So 10 stacks an hour, 27 stacks of bone meal an hour. For what it is, that's not bad, considering that there's no looting or anything else. And what did we get in here? Can I open the back chest? All right, we got a random hopper in there, obviously. That there is plenty of fish out of this thing, which we don't need. A little bit of ink. I don't think it's worth saving any of that. I think we're going to let that go into a burnificator just to get rid of it. So what I think I'm going to do now is, yep, be a complete idiot. Yep, can we get out of here? Nope. All right. Yep, complete idiot. That is definitely on the list of things that we just accomplished there. Can we? Nope. That's that. How does one fix that problem? You know what? One can just go right out the side here because there's water over here, and that is not an issue. Boom, boom, done, sorted, and dusted. Right, so I think now what I'm going to do is AFK at this thing for a little bit to get ourselves a little bit of a collection of bones so that next episode we can potentially get to those nether tree farms. With that being that, that's what we're calling this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.